Algebra I Honors, lesson 7.3, solving linear systems by elimination, and in this case with addition and subtraction. So there's a big point to make here that you can really save a lot of time. This makes life a lot easier. A lot of people say, why'd you bother showing graphing substitutions is the way to do it? Well, it's a complex subject. A lot of people can't quite handle it, so we build up to it. This elimination, it just means you can add two equations, or in some cases subtract. I always just change it to negatives. So when we add down, 2x minus 2x is 0x. In other words, it's gone, so we're just going to erase it. 3y plus 5y is 8y. 11 plus 13 is 24. Now what do we do? Well, we've got single variable alone, so divide both sides by 8. Y equals 3. And we're right back where we were before. Plug it into one of them. 2x plus 3 times 3 equals 11. 2x plus 9 equals 11. 2x, oh, I can't do that, excuse me. Minus 9 minus 9. 2x equals 2. X equals 1. So there is our ordered pair, 1, 3. Are we done? Heck no. Always check it into the other equation. So that's this one. Negative 2 times 1 plus 5 times 3 should equal 13. Kind of out of space here. And negative 2 plus 15 does indeed equal 13, so it checks. Now, like I just said, why not use, why not graph it? Just use substitution. Well, I hope that came off right, because it looks a lot easier to do it this way. Really a lot easier. So, there's only one twist. Gotta make sure you line everything up. I can't really add these. They're not ready to roll. This one is. Looks good. And it doesn't have to be written something x, something y equals. But, for the time being, might as well. I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides of the equals. This one I'm going to leave alone. This one I'm going to change into negative 3x plus 4y equals 14. Add them down. 5x, cancel. A lot of people like to write the lines in there, so go ahead if you want. Divide by 5. X equals 2. Pick one. I'm going to pick the second equation. 4y equals 3 times 2 plus 14. 4y equals 6 plus 14. 4y equals 20. Y equals 5. Now I got to use the first equation to check. 8 times 2. Oh, I should have written out my answer. 2, 5. Like I said, always x, then y. Boy, do a lot of people make that mistake. 8 times 2 minus 4 times 5. Let's try to find my solution. Equals, or does it? Negative 4. 16 minus 20 does indeed equal negative 4. So it works. This is tricky stuff. You're going to need a lot of practice. People see this one here, and they say, oh, just subtract. 4 minus 5 is negative x. 3y minus 3y is gone. 2 minus negative 2 is 4. X equals negative 4. And I'll come back and finish this in a second. I don't do that. I multiply by negative 1 first, because I do not trust myself to remember that I'm subtracting. I always want to add. So I'm going to multiply this one all by negative 1. Now we'll get negative 4x minus 3y equals negative 2. I'm going to bring this one over. 5x plus 3y equals negative 2. And I'm going to get x equals negative 4. Now you might think, wow, that was a lot easier when you multiplied negative. Well, I got a little lucky and I'm a little bit experienced at this. But the bottom line for me is I'm never going to subtract. I'll subtract the first term, the second term, and I'll forget on the third term. That's just me. Plug it back in. Let's go with the top term. 4 times negative 4 plus 3 times y equals 2. Negative 16 plus 3y equals 2. 3y equals 18. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. I'll leave it down here. Y equals 6. My ordered pair therefore is negative 4, comma 6. Check it. I used the top equation. 5 times negative 4 plus 3 times 6 should equal negative 2. Negative 20 plus 18 equals negative 2. This one's for you to do. Give it a shot. And here I go. I'm going to multiply by negative 1, and I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. So, top is negative 2x minus 5y, negative 12. Bottom is negative 4x plus 5y equals 6. Add them down. Again, I'm just a big fan of adding in terms of solving these. I don't actually root for adding. Negative, this is causing problems. Negative 6x equals negative 6. X equals 6. 2 times 6 plus, I should change this color, it's easier to see what's going on. 2 times 6 plus 5 times y equals 12. 12 plus 5y equals 12. A lot of people will now mess up in a big way. 5y equals 0. Because they'll say, oh, I don't know what to do. Well, just divide by 5. There's nothing earth-shattering. If you forget, y equals 0 over 5 in your calculator will say 0. There's our ordered pair, 6 comma 0. Let's check it. 5 times, going to the original equation, 0 equals 4 times 6 plus 6. That is clearly not the case. So the question is, where did I mess up? Interesting. I can't find my mistake. You probably saw it a long time ago and you're laughing at me. Good. Enjoy it. It happens all the time. Holy mackerel. Wow, that's wild, huh? Good for you if you were laughing at me. I deserve it. Wow. Very bizarre. I did like to show that little trick there, though. I don't mind making mistakes during my videos. I think it's healthy for people to say, huh, you made mistakes too. That's learning, guys. If you're not making mistakes, you're probably not trying hard enough. 2 plus 5y equals 12. 5y equals 10. I'm in a bit of a rush, but I'll try not to go too fast. Y equals 2. So there's our answer, 1 comma 2. By the way, this is a pretty good example why you should be checking things. 5 times 1 equals 4 times 2 plus 6, which does not actually work. Because I got them backwards. 5 times 2, 4 times 1. Notice how often we have to double check things. So many people think, oh, it's easy. It's not easy. It's not easy for anybody. It's hard work. But that's about it. Good luck and happy mathing.